today is February 26th. I'm feeling weird. So I debated for a while whether or not I wanted to kind of make a video talking about this. And initially I was like, no, like nobody asked, like no one cares. It just, you know, move on with your life. And I am. But then I thought, you know what, really, nobody asked for any of these videos. No one asked for any vlogs about my writing or my, you know, my journey, my process. Like no one asked. No one really, you know, asked for that. But I do it because ultimately it's to document, you know, my life. And I do it for me, and also with a little hope that maybe me sharing, you know, my story, my process online, there will be people out there who resonate with it and get inspired or motivated or whatever, you know? And that's why I do it. So, that being said, I'm gonna make a little video documenting this time in my life, because it's kind of, you know, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's also a big deal. I don't know. Anyway, I've been feeling really shitty the last couple days, like especially shitty the last few days. And so today I woke up and I showered and finally put makeup on, and I was like, you know, today's the day I'm gonna start to try to feel better. So here we are. Okay, what have I been up to the last few days? First of all, I have not written. I have not been in the headspace to write. So no updates on the Ben front. I get tested 3 times a week at work for COVID because, you know, we're in close contact with a lot of people, so we get tested 3 times a week. It's good. It gives you kind of peace of mind in a way, almost like a false sense of security, but we do get tested 3 times a week, and I'm really grateful for that. So my Wednesday test last week came back negative. Everything was all good. Thursday I started to feel kind of blah. I was not feeling good. I felt unwell, but I was also day 4 on the road, working outside for a long time, and it's cold outside, and you know, I'm tired, I'm dehydrated, I'm not drinking enough, I'm not eating enough, so I felt a little shitty. And then Friday I felt a little bit better, like our 2 busiest days, Thursday and Friday, so I went in to help my team. I didn't want to let them down, so I went into work, and then I got tested on Friday, and on Saturday it came back that I tested positive for COVID with my Friday test. So immediately they need to do contact tracing, and obviously basically everyone on my team, my immediate props team, I took them all down with me. Okay, I felt really shitty about that. I mean, I didn't take them down in terms of I didn't get them sick, but because of contact tracing, anyone who is deemed a close contact needs to also quarantine. So basically our entire floor team, I took them all down, and I felt like shit. I felt like shit for my boss. He had to get a whole new team of people who, you know, don't really know the show, and we had just finished, you know, 6 days on the road, and our truck broke down, so we were working out of like a second truck, so we had a bunch of stuff in there. We have a bunch of stuff like in our big truck. Like it was just, everything was a mess. It was not a good time. That was probably one of the worst times for an entirely new team to come in and try to make sense of things. So a lot of stress there. So yeah, I've been in quarantine. I haven't been able to leave my apartment. So Saturday and Sunday I felt sick. I felt like shit mentally, but also physically. I had a lot of body aches. I had a really bad headache, like a really just around my eyes. Like it hurt my eyeballs to like look around, and like my skin hurt just to like touch, like just grazing it, or if there was like a slight breeze or movement of any kind, it hurt my skin. So that was not good. I never had like a big fever. When we get to work, you have to clear like a screening thing, and you have to get your temperature taken. So I never had like a discernible fever, but everything else, the body aches, the really bad headache, I got a little bit of, you know, intestinal upset. I had a bit of a cough, which I have a little bit of, and some chest pressure, but that is definitely feeling better compared to what it was a couple days ago. So I know that I'm on the mend. And then 2 days ago, I realized that I lost my sense of smell entirely, and that is what really like messed me up. Like I was like already just feeling really guilty, and like I had already like cried. Like I was just feeling really bad. Like I was just feeling bad that I did that to everyone, and that just in general being kind of freaked out that like I have COVID, and my mom got sick as well. I was feeling the feels of this whole COVID thing. And then I lost my sense of smell, and that, it freaks me out. Like, it freaks me out so much, and it was so weird, and it took me like 2 days to like really process it and like register it. It was like, it's just so weird, and like I don't know when it's coming back. Like, I don't know when it's coming back. I don't know if it will come back. And then obviously my mind is like thinking about all the things I love to smell that I can't smell anymore. And it's just so, it's been really, it's been really hard. I did a lot of crying. Like, I know that that's a thing that happens to a lot of people who have COVID. And like, I heard about it and I was like, oh yeah, that's shitty. But like, I didn't realize like how freaking shitty it is. And so it's affecting, you know, the way that I enjoy my food, the way that I taste my food. Everything just seems so muted and like weird, and I'm not getting all of the flavors. You know, I'm just getting kind of like basic sweet, salty, sour, bitter. Like, I'm just getting like those basic flavors, but I'm not getting like the full complexity of like flavors. And I made food from scratch the other night, and I was like weeping as I was making it because I couldn't smell it. Like, I couldn't smell it. It was like tomato sauce and like veggies and pasta, and like I just couldn't smell it. And then I ate it and I was like, ugh, it was just not good. Like, it was not good. So I've been struggling with that a little bit. I've definitely, you know, I've cried quite a bit. I'm feeling sorry for myself. I am having a rager of a pity party. I'll tell you what. I don't know. Like, I just feel so different. Like, I feel weird. I don't feel like myself. I feel very diseased, you know? Like, I'm unsettled, and just like, I feel not great. So yeah, that's what's been going on, and I feel really bad because I haven't really been getting back to people all that much. I'm just turning into like a shitty person because when I'm distressed, I really kind of go inward, and I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to, you know, I just want to be sad alone, you know? I'm really grateful because people have been reaching out and like, you know, checking in on me, and my mom calls me like all the time. But I've just been feeling really shitty, and I was supposed to film a vlog for a collab that came out. Everyone else's videos came out, and I feel really bad because I didn't get to film mine and share mine, but I will. That will be coming. It's gonna be late, but when it comes out, you'll see it. I'll have the link to the like playlist for everyone else's videos. Yeah, there's that. So that will come out. I will do that very soon. But I wanted to kind of film this first because it's just, I couldn't just like do that video without kind of addressing and just, I mean, not addressing, but just documenting this little phase of my life, because it's definitely, you know, it's a thing. I'm so grateful that I didn't get like sicker. Like, I didn't have to like go to the hospital, and like, you know, like I'm grateful for that. Fingers crossed that I get my smell back, because the first thing that I thought of, I was like, I won't be able to smell books. I won't be able to smell books. I won't be able to smell coffee. I won't be able to smell like if there's a fire, if there's a gas, like there's just like, anyway, but yeah, I would love to get my smell back. That'd be great. And I will, okay? I will. I don't know when, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna be great, you know? It's gonna be great. I've just been feeling weird, and I've been trying to process things, and yeah, that's what's going on. So 2021 hasn't been all that good to me so far, but that's okay, because there's so much of 2021 left. Things are gonna look up, and I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna build my empire. I'm gonna do all the things, and it's gonna be great. Life is golden. Well, hello. So today is February 27th. It's about 1 p.m. right now, and I'm finally gonna sit down and try to do some Ben work for the next at least hour. If I'm just not feeling it, if I'm not in the headspace, I'm gonna switch over to something else. There are other things that I need to do. I do need to work on my bullet journal spreads, as well as some editing, some YouTube stuff that I need to get done, because I haven't done anything, okay? And I think, you know, I'm okay with that I haven't done anything during, you know, this week so far of quarantine, other than watch a lot of Netflix. And let me tell you, okay, so first of all, I caught up on Riverdale. That took me back to like the beginning of 2020, when I was in a really bad place mentally, but in a good way, because Riverdale was very comforting for me during that rough time in my life. So it felt good to, you know, revisit them, and I got all caught up on all the latest episodes, so I'm caught up there. It's a little weird. It's not like the best show, but I love it, and it's very comforting. Now, other than Riverdale, I completely forgot that I still needed to watch season 2 of You. So what I did was, obviously, I rewatched all of season 1, and then I watched season 2, and I'm kind of, I mean, I've like stopped myself today. I have watched one episode, but I'm kind of like doing that thing again where I'm immediately going back and rewatching it again because I like it. And I don't know, I've kind of like latched onto it. Like I think that's my Riverdale of like this time in my life. So I've kind of latched onto it. And let me tell you, I mean, I don't know what it is, but I think a lot of people can agree that there's something about Penn Badgley that it's weird. Like it's really weird. Like it's like I'm watching it, and you know, no spoilers, but Joe, the character that Penn Badgley plays, it's no secret, he's crazy. Like he's crazy. He's crazy. But at the same time, I'm like, I want this guy. And like, what does that mean? Like, what does that tell me? Like, what does that mean? It's just interesting, you know? I like it. I like how they can kind of make him so like undeniably creepy and wrong, but at the same time, he's like so disarming and like off-putting, but also like really alluring. I don't know what it is about Joe Goldberg. Super creepy. It got weird. Like the end of season 2 got weird, but I'm here for it. I mean, I'll watch all of it. Even when it gets really bad, I'll watch it because it's Penn Badgley and he's a good looking man. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get some work done on Ben. I don't really know what I need to do. I think I just need to like just get back into it. I just need to start reading what I have and just jumping into it, okay? Also, I Ubered some Starbucks, and I tried to customize the drink, but somewhere along the lines, there was some kind of miscommunication about things. This is not good. This isn't a good time, and it definitely wasn't worth the, like, delivery fee and service fee and the tip and everything that it ended up adding up to. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but also at the same time, you know, privilege, and I'm grateful, so... Okay, so I'm just gonna get into it. Scene 1, chapter 1. We're gonna give it another go and see. This first scene is so bad. I've been over this first scene. I've rewritten the opening scene to this so many times. Like, it hasn't been like drastically different. It's been pretty different actually over the different versions that I've had. But I feel like I've written it so many times, or like I've tried to write it so many times, but like it's still just the worst. Like it's still so bad. It just doesn't feel right. Like it doesn't feel right. I definitely haven't found, you know, that opening image, that opening scene. So I need to find that. It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay. I mean, I'm writing, which is great, but it feels very much just like another zero draft. It's not better than what I have originally. I think I'm just like really in my own head about it. Like I am too much in my own head, and I'm making this harder than it needs to be. There's just so much info dump. I know that when I was writing this first scene, it was very much trying to get kind of like her stream of consciousness, just like trying to kind of find her voice, get a sense of like where she was at and like her headspace and stuff, and just get a sense of her, you know? But it's very clunky. So this version of this first scene, I'm essentially cutting out the bulk of all of this stream of consciousness and info dumpy stuff. So this version is going to be a lot shorter than the zero draft version, and then the next draft will be me going in and trying to make it better. Right now I'm making it better in the sense that I'm cutting out a lot of the fat. So that's what's going on. I don't want to spend too much time on it right now. I know that this is gonna need a lot of work, but I think the progress that I'm making for this draft is good enough for this draft. You know, maybe I'm just saying that because I just want to get past it. That's kind of what I'm doing with this, is cutting out a lot. I think this is good. I think it's good. Okay, so I've come to the end of the first scene. I think cutting all that stuff out and just having this cleaner version is definitely gonna help me when I go through again and do another draft of this. All of that stuff was definitely getting in the way of me really being able to see the scene and like move forward with writing this scene. It's not terrible what I have right now, but it's not good. It's very bare bones. And this one, I mean, and this one's also bare bones. It's bare bones, but also there was a lot of what I don't need and not enough of what I do need. So in conclusion, I feel good about the changes, the cuts that I've made for this first scene for this draft. Currently, I might come back to this and tweak some things before I officially go into the third draft. But, you know, I feel good about moving on from this to the next scene. That's what's going on. I'm getting really sweaty. I swear, like sometimes my apartment is freezing and other times it's like so hot in here. Okay, I am going to print out scene 2 of chapter 1 and get to work. I'm gonna keep going. I really want to keep watching, not keep watching, but watch again you. I'm a little bit obsessed with Penn Badgley right now. Like I can't stop thinking about him. He's such a cutie. Anyway, I got work to do right now. Penn Badgley can wait, okay? I'll see him later in the evening. I just had some lunch. Now I'm gonna eat some mini eggs. Okay, so I have printed out scene 2 of chapter 1 and I'm about to read through it again. Exciting stuff. So it's about 4:30. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep writing until I don't feel like writing anymore because it has been a little while and things got pretty dark there for a few days where I stopped caring about anything and everything. So it feels good to, you know, be really into this right now. Again, I have so much chocolate in my mouth. I'm excited for the second draft. So far, prologue was lovely and you can really see that it did get better from the 0 draft to this second draft. Chapter 1 got better in the sense that I cut a lot of unnecessary stuff out, but it's still very, very weak. Like, what is there? And now this scene 2 of chapter 1 is, I can see it getting better. I can see it getting better. I can see how I can make it better. Although there are certain details that I needed to figure out for this, and I'm just now realizing that I didn't quite do that. I'm gonna have to spend some time thinking about that. This definitely needs a lot more like specificity. Like it's very necessary that I be very specific about certain details in this scene. I mean, it's not like make or break, but it's very important that I get, you know, I make a decision about what these details are. So I'm gonna drink some water, some ice cold water, because I'm dying. It's so hot. Also, just a little update on my smell situation. Still not back, although I feel like I did start to peel an orange today, and I got really in there, and I feel like I got a hint of it, which made me very excited. And then I went to go smell my like spearmint essential oil. There was kind of a scent, but like not spearmint. I could feel like the mintiness of it. Like I could feel the mintiness in my nose, but I couldn't smell the mintiness, which is just so weird. It's so weird. But yeah, that's the latest. So I feel like I got a hint of citrus this morning. I got a little bit of orange. I don't know if it's just my mind. Like I am trying to do, what is it? What do they call it? Smell exercises, smell therapy, I don't know. Like I am trying to like smell a certain scent and like remember, try to like trigger my brain to be like, this is supposed to smell like something like this. So yeah, every once in a while I'm just kind of going around and smelling things in my apartment. Okay, I'm gonna write this scene. You know what I just realized also? I mean, I know that it was there, but I just started utilizing it. The little like notes section in Scrivener for like each scene. So I was like, oh, I want to leave myself a little note here to remember. That's why they have the little notes tab there. Gosh, Diane.
Picture perfect on the surface. Oh, these illusions that we worship. I see the walls coming down.
Okay, So I have just finished scene 2 of chapter 1. It's marginally better. The original word count was 602 words, and the draft 2 word count is 718 words. So I added a little bit more. I'm excited that I am just working on this at all today. So I feel good. Even though I'm not at my absolute best, this doesn't feel like my best work, and I know that I still have a lot to do to improve and, you know, make this story really good. I am making progress, and there are changes being made, and I'm happy about that. This next scene, scene 3, super short. I don't think I'm gonna really drag it on too much more than this, I don't think. Like, it's meant to be, it's not a scene that we need to be in for very long to get the effect, you know? And I think kind of the shorter that it is, the more impactful it'll be, I think. It's that kind of scene where it's a quick little glimpse into what's going on. So yeah, I feel like this is gonna be pretty quick, and I don't hate the way that I wrote this one, but I have some stuff in here where I didn't have, you know, details, and I did change a detail, so there are going to be some changes that I need to make for this scene, but it will not take me very long. It's almost 6 p.m. and I do want to do some editing, some YouTube work, but I'm also like really sleepy and I kind of want to nap. I shouldn't. I woke up at like 6 a.m. this morning because I had some pain. So I woke up at 6 and I just didn't go back to sleep. So I am a little sleepy. Maybe will I have a nap? No, I shouldn't. Why? Why shouldn't I? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I am feeling a little sleepy, but I'm gonna finish this scene and see where I'm at, see how I'm feeling. Okay, so I'm done rewriting scene 3. I added about 45 more words, so the draft 2 word count for this scene is 321 words from like 276 or something. So I feel really good about the progress that I've made today, especially after not touching this story for the last little while, so it feels good. It's slow. I'm making slow progress, but progress is progress, slow or not. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it a day for Ben work. I'm probably gonna watch some Netflix. I'm gonna watch some more You again, and then work on some editing, some YouTube stuff. I'm gonna work on editing this video, and then probably head to bed fairly early so I can wake up early. But yeah, all that being said, today's Stay Gold comment shout out goes to Truly Tash. You are so wonderful. Thank you so much for your comment, and congratulations on your new job. I'm gonna do my best to figure out some tips for how to balance working and writing. I currently don't have any I don't exactly balance my my work and writing. What I have been trying to do, you know, before I got into this whole quarantine thing, was I was trying to spend at least like 15 minutes a day working on something that is like one of my passions, like outside of work. So usually if I get home and it's early enough, I'll spend at least 15 minutes either making notes about Ben or like editing a YouTube video, just anything for at least 15 minutes. That way I feel like I'm kind of building the habit of wanting to work on my own stuff every day in some capacity. And yeah, that's all I've really managed to do so far. It's definitely hard to balance, especially if you're working a lot. So thank you so much for your comment. And Tash also has her own YouTube channel, so definitely go check her out. I'll have her linked down below in the description. And yeah, so let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your February has gone. Let me know how your writing is going. Let me know all the things. Are you healthy? Are you happy? Are you safe? Are you in love? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. And if you got to the end of this video, comment down below "Stay Gold" because you are golden. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one.